Getting toward the half is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 20.
Let's see what the coaches have suggested. Let's see what the running game has. I've done some trades and stuff, as you can see.
Native from up in Berkeley. This is Marshawn Lynch. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Honestly, I get it, Crowder.
Here's Foles. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he gets this one just shy
of course I can.
Mark him down at the 39.
What's up right there?
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Ooh, inside cross. We're gonna do that one.
So from the 39,
I love drag routes.
On a 1st and 10. Now Foles. On the catch, it's Crowder.
Nice block.
And he'll
Nice
be
block.
taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call,
Come on, Lynch, let's go.
As a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 2nd down, Lynch.
He mows him over.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him.
Ohio
State
State
was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We'll look now at the defensive starting lineup for the 49ers. They find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
So,
well, let's make them worse.
I'm asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
an incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Foles. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the stop.
I thought I completed the last pass.
38-yard line.
What's wrong with that dude?
Experience before you
Like he's having a seizure or something.
visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't
I want a
visualize
touchdown.
themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going.
Oh, I
He's
don't
got
know
a lot
about
to
that
do
now.
once he started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive.
Fitzgerald.
Opening drive. That's a tone setter. They'll drop the throw. And he finds Fitzgerald. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Back to throw. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he's got the first as they'll bring
Oh,
him
he's hurt again.
28-yard line. Now,
Oh, he's
for the
done.
completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Good hit. Good up, you sissy. You yuppie.
First down, the run with Lynch.
Oh, man.
He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's good and dandy, but like I said, look how long I had the ball.
Moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And he said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Defensively,
Loose shoulder will return soon.
He already has 4
No,
catches.
I'll
You
keep
have to
him
figure
out.
how to stop him defensively. That usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well.
They'll look to throw. Now a hit and both loses the football. It's out. And this is going to be 49er football.
I had to challenge that.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
The effort's always going to
49ers are blocking themselves. Retarded ass.
Underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. And incomplete on the deep ball. Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver. That takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen?
Well, I've noticed it's not the defense, it's the offense.
Now because, like him, is going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got a hold of one there.
Mark down, pump that shit.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets
he caught it?
territory. That's good for a Niner first down. Garoppolo to Garçon. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And that's incomplete. Knocking it away there defensively, Justin Coleman.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's all drive a team towards a victory.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. That's to the right side. Complete to Kittle. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The numbers for him from a week ago. 7 catches, 81 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to
Come on, guys. We need an interception. Big play.
This bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. They'll have a tough time.
Here's Breida. And he's got touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. You have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team because we talk about complimentary football all the time.
Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions. but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself...
Reed's hurt, huh? I haven't played this in so long.
It changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
He'll drop to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like
something
all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Fielded just inside the 20. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking middle, and that's complete.
Oh, my gosh.
Midfield and inside the 45. Gain of 21 yards.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end can be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Matt Ioannidis in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Here we go.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Dang, everybody's getting hurt.
Back that quickly. A lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it was. comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught inside the 25. They give him a gain
It's Gerald,
of
baby.
37.
There you go. About time. Let's start moving this ball.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there, and he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the give, this is Lynch. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A minute 57 to go in this first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this.
Yeah, you know when we start scoring, coach, we're coming after you.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slapped happy. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Marshawn Lynch, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins have made this a 1-score game. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
No, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point.
What are you talking about?
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. Jerick McKinnon now to return.
Headhunters, headhunters.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play call, they're locked in really well.
Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. 23 yards on the play.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed, I mean, can flat-out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin.
Son of a bitch.
49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He couldn't quite.
You didn't drop it. Too many damn balls, bro.
Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So they were able to put the pen to the paper this week, get this deal done, contract extension. And I'm sure that the coach's front office happy. He's got to be happy too, though.
He's got to be relieved. He doesn't have to worry about moving now, doesn't have to worry about not having a team. He's back with a team he's comfortable with and where he feels he belongs. Yeah, I think he feels pretty good about this whole deal.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. On play action, they'll throw. Airing one out for Crowder. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's
Man, this ain't gonna handle well.
That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. It'll be a 35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on first down. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Breida. Shreds the tackle. And he'll get
Who's this guy?
to the
Come on.
50-yard line. So we've hit halftime. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. To return, it's McKinnon. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
I'm silent.
Quarter, but you just get
I'm not going to say.
They're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped.
False start, offense.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
This is Breida. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jared McKinnon. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field.
Yeah.
We'll check on his status when we get back. In need of a conversion on third down. They had a big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And able to haul it in. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Garoppolo to his tight end, Kittle, for a Niner first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They're really locked in on offense.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And that is incomplete.
Okay, let's decide here. He was open, right? Not extraordinarily open, but open enough that if you're an NFL quarterback,
yeah,
you got to make that throw, right? Yeah. That's got to be complete.
9 times out of 10, that's a completed pass.
Yeah, he missed that one and missed it in a big way.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Able to haul it in. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert. Sets up a first and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times. Because he can in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired. And
that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Zach Brown coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Garoppolo now on third and goal. And across the chute into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half.
Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way down to the 29. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 42 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They go play action here on first down. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Foles. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Contact.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
This is taken at the 3. Then a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the left,
blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. And the pressure gets to him again. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out. Back now here in Santa Clara as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the... And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. So out now come the Redskins. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable.
Now a clash of bodies here. It's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage. Excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll begin the drive with Breda. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
He
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On play action, now Garoppolo. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Ryan Kerrigan, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
They run with Breedham. Oh, now he bowls him over. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. A great play there, 83 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Say, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Smith on first down. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Solomon Thomas in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On first down, Smith. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. To throw on second down is Smith. He'll dump it off complete to Lynch. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Now a play fake here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Smith. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jamison Crowder, his 4th touchdown of the year. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control.
Under heavy rush, and down he goes. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the knee got home, brought him down.
He got home, which means it had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there's going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And they'll run it here. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
Racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both
Sadness.
finding
That's it here. Going on Fortnite.